G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Pierre and this is Simple Homebrew. You know the times when you order stuff online and you can't wait for it to turn up? Well, I did that. I actually ordered a couple of kits from Kegland. They're not here yet and I'm eager to do a brew. So what happened is I went for a walk over to Valley Hydroponics and Homebrew and grabbed myself an All Inn Brewing Co's Wort kit. This is a Mosaic hopped extra pale ale. I'll show you a proper picture later on. What it is, it's 15 litres of pre-made wort, and basically all you have to do is add 5 litres of clear, clean water and ferment it. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's not as cheap as buying your own gear, but it's fun to make and easy. So stick around if you want to see it happen. So what I've got is a wort kit from All Inn Brewing Co. They've been around for a very long time. I've done one before and it worked great. It isn't as cheap, like I said, but it's easy, fun, and if you want a quick fermented beer ready to go in 2 weeks' time, this is the way to do it. They tell you that there's 15 litres of wort in here, a little bit concentrated. What you don't need to do is cut this seam. You actually leave it. The wort's inside. There is no hops. There's in the kit. There's no hops, no yeast, no anything. You have to provide that separately. They do recommend dry hopping it with 50 grams of Mosaic, which I'll probably do. And I do have some Mosaic sitting in my freezer at the moment, so I'll use that. Well, what you need to do though is open the end up where one of the handles are and search around, see if you can find the pouring nozzle, which is here somewhere. Maybe, possibly. Here it is. Got it. Okay, just pull it through like so. Basically just to help pour it so we don't spill it everywhere and it's not a mess. So hopefully I can do that. And I need to prepare myself a fermenter, which I've done already. I have this little Polo. This has been clean for quite some time. I just prepared all these. I washed all this stuff just recently, got myself new floaty hoses and stuff, and I got a little floaty device in there to help me. You know, it's twisted, which is going to be a problem. Ooh, this is... Right, that got it. The floaty device was tangled around the dip tube, and I thought that's going to be stuck there, but it's alright, it's not. So what I'll do is I'll empty the fermenter. So I'll just pour that back into my sanitizer. Now you can reuse your sanitizer. There's been people out there saying I'm a tight ass, or people can be tight asses. They don't use their sanitizer, they don't tip it out once they've used it. It's fine. You just got to make sure the pH is where it's meant to be, so that it stays as it works like a proper sanitizer. Anyway, I'll just keep tipping this out, and once I'm done, I'll show you the rest. What I'll do now is I'll set my Kegland filler meter to 5 litres exactly. This is a drinkable hose for, you know, your caravans and RVs and things like that. This is what you can use to drink from. It's food safe, and I just quickly ran some clean water through it just in case the lines are, because I haven't used the hose. What I'm trying to say is I haven't used the hose for a while, and sometimes you can get a bit of a plastic build-up in the water that's in there. So I drain it through to empty it out so I get clean water, clean water back through it again, so I don't have a problem with flavours in the beer. So anyway, that's all right. So what I've done is I've set my filler meter up to 5 litres. Now the filler meter has been checked by me. I did actually return a filler meter when I first got it, which was absolutely out of whack. It was about 17% out. I don't know if you can calibrate them, but I took it back. Anyway, I'm going to fill this fermenter up and then top it up with the rest of the wort. Okay, someone's just decided to start doing their garden, so I'm going to have to close my shed door. Doesn't that suck when people do that to you? Anyway, it's not their fault, they have no idea. Now, the other thing I do have, and I recommend to everybody, is get yourself a squirt bottle like this, fill it up with your sanitizer that you use for brewing with, so you can pretty much sanitize everything you're working with, so that everything's kosher, good, beautiful. So what I'll do is I'll unscrew this lid. It's supposed to help. This is supposed to help. Oh, it's very easy to... Oh, okay, so there's a little pull tab. I've forgotten about that. Open it up. Oxygen is now present in the actual beer, or the wort. And I'm going to proceed to pour it into the fermenter. We'll move the fermenter over here so we can see what we're doing. Alright, so this is a quick, easy ferment. You can't get better than this. They've pre-done it for you. They've made it for you. Apparently it's meant to be pretty good. And all we need to do is add it to our 5 litres of water. I'll just pop that back over there. And have it done. Now, must be aware that this is very difficult to hold. So I don't know if I should put a funnel on the end or should I just pour it like this. I think I'll just try it like this. Let's see if we can get a flow. What I'm doing is I'm going to try and get into the back of it. And it looks like it's pretty much empty. We'll open it up, hey? We'll see what it looks like as a bag. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Ah, you son of a... There was still stuff left in it. Okay, so there's a bit of sediment left in it. I don't know if you can see that. It's a sediment. I probably should... I don't know, maybe we should shake it up, but it's just sediment, I suppose. Okay. Added to the plastics of the world. Okay, I just spilled it on the floor. Can you believe it? Every time. Anyway, I've got to add the yeast, so I'll grab the yeast while I'm hanging around. Now, I'm using Sapphire US 05. I'm sure you guys know this is a very popular one. It's been around for a long time. They recommend on the box to use Morgan's Premium American Ale. Now, I haven't got it. Oh, it does say US 05 or US 05 or Bry or white yeast. So I'm going to use US 05. Now I'm going to throw that in, just like that. Just need one packet. It's not overly vital. And that's it. I could stir it a little because I'm going to throw in the... I'm just going to shake it around a little. And the yeast just clumped up. What are you going to do? Also, I have a pill. This is a Kegland pill. I've been using it, but it hasn't been right. I've had problems with its accuracy. So I did a bit of studying and learning and actually calibrated it properly. It was like 1,000 points out. And I guess I did something I shouldn't have done. So it's good. I've tested it in fresh, clean water, and it was 1.0001 gravity reading. So what I'm doing now is just spraying it with sanitizer, no one, and I'm just going to plop it in. Just like that. Give it a few seconds, and this will tell me what the gravity is. And while I'm waiting for that to settle down, I'm going to put my lid back on. Now I'll pressurize this. It's actually going to go into the fridge and go under a temperature controlled environment, and I'll pressurize it. So that's done. I have pitched the yeast and ready to go. Now I have to find out exactly what the pill tells me. Now I've got to trust it. Let's see. So what I'm doing is I'm hopping onto the app cloud for the pill, and I've registered this with Wrapped, the Wrapped system. And now I should be able to go. So this is a problem I'm having. Have a look at this. I've calibrated it. It's telling me that the temperature is 26.8 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's a warm day. But the starting gravity is 1.254. There is definitely something wrong with this pill. I am not happy with that. It's definitely not accurate. I keep stepping in the wort that's spilt on the floor. I've got socks on. It's not nice. Anyway, I'm not happy. The pill doesn't work. I've tried calibrating it twice now, and it's still faulty. It still doesn't show me a proper reading. I'm going to take a gravity reading separately. I have a ability to do that, which I'll do now. I'll get myself a quickie. Would you like a bit of a quickie? Sorry, it's just a bad joke. These are quickies. This is from Keg King. They're really good, actually. They have a little pin on the top part with a little nozzle, and that actually pushes the pop it in on the quick connects. So it really makes it easy to just extract fluid from the container. It has to be under pressure, of course, to do that. And then you just hook it up to a hose, push down on it, and hey presto, you've got a feed of beer into your thingy, so you can finger bob at it, you know. So I'll just quickly sanitize it, the whole thing. Just make sure it doesn't get into my wort. There we go. So that's got sanitizer through it. Now, sanitizer doesn't affect your beers, guys. As it is, it's like a food acid that will actually contribute to the, what do you call them? What are the little things called? Yeast's nutrients. So, go figure. And you can probably see what's going on there. If I press on this, will it work? No, I need to pressurise. Okay, so I need to pressurise this wort, which I've got my gas here. Quickly throw that on the gas side. Open the valve. It's probably enough. Don't want too much. Now we'll feed that. Can you see on that camera? You probably can. We'll feed that into here. Just get ourselves a reading. No, I don't like wasting wort, but beer. Still touching the floor. Wait. Great little device. Bit of a pain in the butt, but a great little device as such. And I spilt my wort. Okay, the reading I got. What did I get out of this? So the original gravity, I'll take a photo of it for you. If it doesn't want to stop turning on me. 1046, which is 1.046 is the gravity of that wort, which is fine. That'll give me some alcohol. It's supposed to ferment down to 10.05, so we're looking at about 5%, maybe 4.5%, 5%, which is going to be quite good. So guys, this is the first part. See how quick and easy that was? Now, I filmed this and mucked around moving cameras around. It is a 5 to 10 minute job setting this up and getting it ready. No harder than that. Well worth it. Easy to do. All I'm going to do now is get this in the fridge, get it down to around 18 degrees, maybe 20. Temperature, ideally, 15 to 22 degrees. So I'll put it about 18. I'll put it to 18 degrees, and I'll sit it there and ferment it down until it's finished. And it will, 18 degrees will give it, stop it from getting any off flavours in it, and it should just come out like a beautiful finished beer when I'm done. So I have to be careful now. It is cold and it's susceptible to bacteria, so I can't access or get anything into it. Where is, I had a cloth, where's my cloth gone? There. So I'm happy to say that I'll just quickly clean up around here because I spilt a bit of wort on there. This will get bagged up, ready to go. Alright, so we're in the fridge. I've got a probe in here. Just put it down halfway, sort of give it an idea on temperature. The fridge has been running, looking after a keg. Doesn't matter. That's going to sit there now until it's finished. And now I'm going to have to set my temp controller, which is this bloke, to 18 degrees. Whoop, too far. I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at the controller. 18. There we go. So it's set at 18. Enter. Oh. There you go. Set at 18. Current temperature 14 is going to keep going up. That's because the wort is hot. So the fridge will turn on as soon as it hits 18 or 19 degrees. It'll turn on and keep running it. Right. So when it's finished fermenting, I'll come back. I'll talk to you about the dry hopping, which is something else I'll do, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I've got 50 grams of Mosaic. I've had it in the freezer for quite some time. So 50.5, doesn't matter, it's a little bit more. I'm going to throw in just like that and have it sit for another few days to let the aromas get through. And once that's done, I'll start kegging it. So we're going to leave that for a couple more days. So we'll see you soon. Got to cold crash it after this and transfer it to a keg. So I'll do a little bit of video on transferring and tasting as well. So this is going to be a full-on kit to glass video. So we'll see you soon. Okay, so I transferred the beer into a keg. I'll show you some time lapse on that. So I transferred okay, right up until the end, and I wanted to get a sample for myself. In my beer glass, this one here, it's a pint glass, I was going to serve myself up some, and now I have to get it from the keg itself, which is fine, because it's fresh from the keg. The gravity, I tested it, I've just checked it out, it's 1.01, what I'm getting there, 1.012. So we're looking at a, I don't know what the, I'll put the ABV up here while I'm talking to you. So now I'll pour myself a keg using this quickie. This is such a great way of getting samples. Just be back in a sec. That's the only problem with those things is they, if you get a sample, you forget that the beer's got to come out of the tube before you put it away, so it sprays all over the floor. Anyway, here it is. This is it. This is my sample. It's carbonated. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll get you close. It's actually quite well carbonated. It smells really nice. A beautiful hoppy smell. Now this has to age probably about a week or two to really come through, but it smells awesome. It smells great. And this is an All Inn Brewing and looks cloudy. I think that will clear up. I don't know if it should. It does have dry hop in it, so it's going to cloud up. But again, it smells bloody brilliant. It smells pretty much what Mosaic smells like. So now it was frozen Mosaic I threw in there, and I threw it in at a low temperature of 8 degrees Celsius rather than the high temperatures that we start with, because I forgot. And I basically saw the recipe and said, oh my God, I'm going to put the Mosaic in, which I did. Anyway, let's taste it, shall we? Okay, I brushed my teeth. I had a shower, as you probably tell. Let me rinse my mouth a bit. Fruity. Okay, so it does need time to age. It is very dry. It's not overly sweet, which is fine. I used USO 5. I might need to leave it sit for another week, but it does taste good. Hoppy flavour, very not overly overbearing hop, just very hoppy. It's kind of hoppy, you know what I'm saying. Again, it smells really good. It smells very clean. It's very dry. It's got a slight bitter flavour to it, but all in all, it's very tasty. And the carbonation is spot on. I didn't even put any carbonation in myself. This is natural carbonation, and I think I'm just going to leave it just like that. It is really good. The carbonation's just spot on. The head retention's not so great. Maybe after a couple of weeks, it'll be really good. But for a beer that was quick and easy and instantly from a bag, it's really nice, guys. Try one of these out. They're really good. It will age, like I said, it'll age and get better over time. But as a beer as a drinkable beer, sessionable, it is very, very tasty. I'm really glad I bought that. I'll give it a bit more time. The flavouring is very balanced. I wouldn't say balanced, actually. I would call it more... the nuance is there, the fresh brew's there, the new make is there. We're going to need to leave it sit for a week or two to age it, like I said. But it will come up spot on, and I am looking forward to getting this one down. Actually, I'll pop it in my kegerator. I've got a beer in there that keeps clogging up, which is my coconut one. I might swap it out for that, because this is a real good summery one. The coconut one is very, very tasty, and it will stay really good for a long period of time. I'm thinking about just bottling what I've got left, which is about half a keg, so I'll go that. Well guys, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you to my patrons for looking after this channel. Without these guys, I cannot do this. It's fairly costly. I have not even broken even in what I've paid out for all this. But it's fun, and I hope you guys get something out of it too. Guys, cheers. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great one.